All right, so today is International Flash Me Day. I'll leave the technical side of things to the experts and the very knowledgeable people that know a lot more about the specific matter than I do. I think what I'm going to try to share today to help contribute with this great day is what I'm more comfortable with, which is efficiency on the brake. So I'll show you guys a technique that applies to any brand of brake, whether it's our Innovatools modular brake or a Tapco brake or a Vanmark brake. It doesn't matter. It's really up to each and every one of you to see if it's a method that could apply to you. I'll show you a different technique that I use. I've been taught the same technique as most people that I see do, but after a few months or a few years on the brake, I thought it was very inefficient, so I changed the order of the operation. So I'll show you guys how much quicker and efficient it is, and then hopefully you can learn a little bit from it. So I've already pre-cut two pieces at 6 inches. I'm not going to use any measuring gauge or any pencil lines or anything like that. We're just going to show the order of the operation. What we're bending doesn't really matter. The goal here is really to try and get you guys to have a different mindset of how you proceed with the brake as opposed to just doing it the way you've always done it because that's what you were taught. Anything we can do to save a few seconds here and there amounts to minutes at the end of the day and amounts to hours at the end of the week. And then that's full days and weeks worth of time that's saved from changing our technique a little bit. So hopefully you can learn from this, try it out on your brake and see how it goes. So I'll do the first piece. I'll do just a fascia, just a regular C shape. I'll do the first piece on the brake with the conventional way to showcase what most people I see are doing, which is also what I was initially taught. So basically, you start flush with the front, do your full 150-degree bend. Now you open up the brake, take the piece out. It's somewhat holding, not too bad. It's still a little flimsy, so then you rest it on the brake. Complete your crimp and your bend. Now, if you're outside in the element, you'll be out on a windy day trying to hold the piece, and then there's going to be a blow of wind that's going to come by. You're going to kink that material, then it looks like crap. So let's say in theory I didn't kink it. See it kinked again just from slipping out. So then you reinsert it in the brake. Then you'll do your next measurement. Like I said, there's no preset measurements here. You'll do your 90-degree for the bottom that goes over the soffit. If you need to go under the shingles or if you have a drip edge, you wouldn't need that matter. But anyway, you'll do your 90 degrees, and then you have your piece that comes out of the brake that's done. So you had the piece in the brake once, you took it out to finish the crimp, and then you reinserted it to complete the bends. This one I caused this kink on purpose. This one, when the piece slipped out, it kinked. So obviously, it's the way that most people proceed, but it gives so-so results. Now what I'm trying to show you guys is a technique that's more efficient and will also guarantee that you never kink your pieces. So basically the idea is to, same concept, we're doing the same thing with same pieces, no extra tools, nothing fancy, just a different mindset of how we operate the brake. So we'll do our first 150-degree bend. Now the next bend is still in the same direction, so there's no sense in taking the piece out of the brake. I'll pull out to my next measurement, make my 90-degree bend, and then my next bend is again in the same direction. So let's finish that off. We'll pull out to the next measurements. I don't have measurements here, but we pull out to the next distance. And then we'll do our last 90-degree bend for this piece. Now that the piece is out, now I can do my full crimp. And as you'll see, the piece is super rigid. I just rested on the brake, finished my crimp, and away I go. Even after it's crimped, I can't physically bend it. Has, because of that extra 90 degrees, so much more rigidity. If I were to do a drip edge, I'd do my 150-degree bend, my first 45. When the piece comes out to do my reverse bend is when I would finish kinking it, and it would have that extra bend already. So just changing the method and the way you're proceeding to make your bends adds rigidity, makes your life easier, makes it quicker, and requires a lot less in and out of the brake, a lot less handling. Simple things like that is what's going to make a big difference at the end of the day. And this is what Innovatools is all about. Yes, we have all the nice bells and whistles and accessories to save you all the unnecessary walking, but simply through mindset and using different techniques and doing things differently, you can save many, many, many hours at the end of the year. So let me know your thought. Let me know your feedback. In 95% of the case, this method and this technique always works. Very rarely, if you have to do a bend right next to the ham, will it interfere with the hinge. But 95% of the time, there's no issues doing that. So try it out. Let me know your thoughts and tell me what you think.